Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I share tips and tricks on personal finance and budgeting. In this video, I'm going to show you how I saved $10,000 in a year on a minimum wage. Yes, you heard that right. $10,000 in 1 year. And no, I didn't win the lottery, inherit a fortune, or sell my kidney. I did it by following a simple but effective plan that anyone can do. If you want to learn how to save money, pay off debt, and achieve your financial goals, then keep watching because I'm going to share with you the exact steps I took, the challenges I faced, and the pro tips I learned along the way. So how did I save $10,000 in a year on a minimum wage? Well, let me tell you a bit about my background first. I'm a financial analyst by profession, but due to some personal circumstances, I had to quit my job and move to a different city. I was struggling to find a new job in my field, so I had to take up a part-time job at a local grocery store that paid me $10 an hour. That's barely above the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. Now, you might think that as a financial analyst, I would have no problem managing my money and saving up. But let me tell you, it was not easy at all. I had to pay rent, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, student loans, and other expenses. And I had no savings or emergency fund to fall back on. I was living paycheck to paycheck, barely making ends meet, and feeling stressed and hopeless about my financial situation. But then I decided to take control of my finances and make a change. I realized that if I wanted to save money, I had to do two things: reduce my expenses and increase my income. And that's exactly what I did. Here are the steps I followed. Step 1. Track your income and expenses. The first step is to track your income and expenses. You need to know how much money is coming in and going out every month. This will help you identify where your money is going, what are your fixed and variable expenses, and what are your needs and wants. To track your income and expenses, you can use a spreadsheet, an app, or a notebook. Whatever works for you. The important thing is to be consistent and accurate. My income for the month was $1,200 and my expenses were $1,100. That means I had only $100 left at the end of the month. That's not enough to save anything significant. So I had to find ways to reduce my expenses and increase my income. Step 2. Reduce your expenses. The second step is to reduce your expenses. You need to cut down on anything that is not essential or that you can live without. This might require some sacrifices and lifestyle changes, but trust me, it will be worth it in the long run. To reduce your expenses, you can use various strategies such as budgeting. Set a limit for how much you can spend on each category of expense every month and stick to it. For example, if you set a budget of $300 for food, don't spend more than that. Saving. Set aside a portion of your income every month for savings before you spend anything else. For example, if you save 10% of your income every month, that's $120 for me. Negotiating. Try to lower your bills by negotiating with your service providers or switching to cheaper alternatives. For example, I called my phone company and asked for a lower rate. They agreed to reduce my bill by $10 a month. Eliminating. Get rid of any unnecessary or wasteful expenses that you don't need or use. For example, I canceled my gym membership and started working out at home. Substituting. Replace expensive items or habits with cheaper or free ones. For example, I stopped buying coffee from Starbucks and started making my own at home. By using these strategies, I was able to reduce my expenses by $300 a month. I saved money on food, transportation, entertainment, phone, and miscellaneous. The only expenses that remained the same were rent, utilities, insurance, and student loans. Step 3. Increase your income. The third step is to increase your income. You need to find ways to earn more money than what you are making from your main job. This might require some extra work and time, but trust me, it will be worth it in the long run. To increase your income, you can use various strategies such as asking for a raise. If you have been working at your job for a while and have proven your value and performance, you can ask your boss for a raise. For example, I asked my manager for a raise after 6 months of working at the grocery store. He agreed to increase my pay by $2 an hour. Working overtime. If your job allows it, you can work extra hours or shifts to earn more money. For example, I volunteered to work on weekends and holidays when the store was busy and needed more staff. Getting a side hustle. If you have any skills or talents that you can monetize, you can start a side hustle to earn extra income. For example, I started a blog where I shared my personal finance tips and tricks. I earned money from ads and affiliate links on my blog. Selling stuff: if you have any items that you don't need or use anymore, you can sell them online or offline to make some cash. For example, I sold some of my old clothes and books on Amazon and Craigslist. By using these strategies, I was able to increase my income by $400 a month. I earned more money from my main job, my side hustle, and selling stuff. Step 4. Save the difference. The fourth and final step is to save the difference between your income and expenses. You need to put the extra money that you have left over every month into a savings account or an investment account that earns interest or returns. This will help you grow your money faster and reach your savings goal sooner. To save the difference, you can use various strategies such as automating: set up a direct deposit or a transfer from your checking account to your savings account every month. This will ensure that you save the money before you spend it on anything else. Separating: keep your savings account separate from your checking account. This will prevent you from accessing or spending your savings easily. Choosing: choose a savings account or an investment account that offers a high interest rate or return. This will help you earn more money from your savings over time. Compounding: reinvest the interest or returns that you earn from your savings account or investment account. This will help you increase your savings exponentially over time. By using these strategies, I was able to save the difference between my income and expenses every month. I started with $100 in January and ended with $10,000 in December. That's an amazing achievement. So that's how I saved $10,000 in a year on a minimum wage. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. To recap, here are the steps I followed. Track your income and expenses. Reduce your expenses. Increase your income. Save the difference. If you follow these steps consistently and diligently, you can save a lot of money in a year, no matter what your income level is. You can use this money to pay off debt, invest, travel, or whatever you want. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to comment below and share your own tips and stories on how you save money. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, happy saving.